Well, Google has made a groundbreaking admission that could change the landscape of YouTube forever. They've admitted to censoring content due to pressure from the Biden administration. So what does that mean for creators like us? Let's talk about it. In a surprising turn of events, Google announced that they would allow creators previously kicked off of YouTube for discussing topics like COVID-19, and I'm going to say election interference and other non-approved, those are my words, not theirs, non-approved topics, a chance to return to the platform. So this isn't just a win for creators, it's a win for free speech in general. In a letter from Alphabet, the parent company of Google and YouTube, they admitted to the U.S. House Judiciary Committee, that's hard to say, that there was pressure from the Biden administration to censor speech, stating senior Biden administration officials, including White House officials, conducted repeated and sustained outreach to Alphabet and pressed the company regarding certain user-generated content related to the COVID-19 pandemic that did not violate its policies. While the company continued to develop and enforce its policies independently, Biden administration officials continued to press the company to remove non-violative user-generated content, which means that the administration badgered the snot out of them to remove the content that they didn't want on the platform. That, in my opinion, is a huge free speech violation. The government is supposed to be neutral, even go as far as actively protect our freedom of speech. We have a constitution that states as such. In the letter, Alphabet goes on to state that it's unacceptable and wrong when any government, including the Biden administration, attempts to dictate how the company moderates content, and the company has consistently fought against these efforts on First Amendment grounds. Now, a little bit later, YouTube came out and said that they're offering those who were removed from the platform the option to resume their accounts, which is great, but I think they need to also replace the revenue that those properties would have generated during those times. I don't know how you're going to be able to calculate that because most of those properties left the platform after being kicked off and went to other places like Rumble or doing their own thing. So we'll have to see if that ever gets addressed. Now, I know that Google and YouTube are companies and that they have their own policies that we need to follow. And if they remove someone from the platform, it must be their own decision and not because a government office is threatening them or badgering them or frankly even asking them, because of the chance that any request made by someone working for a government agency or the office of the president could be taken as an official request, and any company may feel obligated to fulfill that request for fear of retribution. That is wholly and completely wrong. Now, as you can see by YouTube's admitted actions, that cancel culture is real and over the past several years was on a rampage. And because of that, I've been working on a way for all of us to become as cancel-proof as possible. So go to becancelproof.com and grab your free copy of my cancel-proof starter kit. It'll show you how to begin making your content cancel-proof so that no matter what platform cancels you, your message will still get out. Okay, so YouTube admitted to bowing to huge pressure from the previous administration, and this same kind of thing happened over on Facebook. Private groups' pages were removed, profiles were shut down. I personally know of people who kept getting put in Facebook jail during these years because they posted about things that didn't fit the administration's narrative. Now, in January of 2025, a couple of months after the presidential election, Mark Zuckerberg went on the Joe Rogan show and claimed that the Biden administration exerted significant pressure on Meta, that's Facebook's parent company, to censor content related to the COVID-19 vaccine rollout.
It was during the Biden administration when they were trying to roll out the vaccine program. While they're trying to push that program, they also tried to censor anyone who was basically arguing against it. And they pushed us super hard to take down things that were true, right? I mean, they basically pushed us and said, anything that says that vaccines might have side effects, you basically need to take down. And I was just like, well, we're not going to do that. And basically, these people from the Biden administration would call up our team and scream at them and curse. And it's like, these documents it's all kind of out there. And then at some point, I guess, I don't know, flip a bit. I mean, Biden, when he gave some statement at some point, I don't know if it was a press conference or to some journalists, where he basically was like, these guys are killing people. And I don't know, then all these different agencies and branches of government basically just started investigating, coming after our company. It was brutal. It was brutal.
Wow. Now look, that's the kind of pressure, overtly so, that no government should be putting on these platforms. These platforms are large enough to more aggressively fight back, and I hope that they'll do so in the future. Time will tell if this is going to stick or not. Now, what does this mean for you as a creator? For those who feel stifled or worried about content creation, this could be your moment to express yourselves more freely. What does this mean for faith-based organizations like churches and ministries? I believe that we're in a God-given window of grace right now, maybe even a calm before the next much larger storm. And while we're in this window, we need to speak bolder and clearer and share biblical truth. And I don't mean just the feel-good truth that's like really uncomfortable and kind of kumbaya and God is love and stuff like that. There's a lot of that already out there. We also need to speak the harsh truth. It's our window to speak into our society and culture, share the gospel without compromise, and help change people's lives. But I want to hear from you. How do you feel about this admission from YouTube and likewise the stuff that Facebook went through? Do you trust them to remain neutral? Should we leave the platform? My opinion is that we shouldn't. I don't believe we should leave the platforms. I believe we should let them kick us off. These platforms are large. They have huge viewership. YouTube is the largest search engine on earth, and its viewership far exceeds that of television. It's a fertile mission field for ministry, and we need to keep creating content to serve others on that platform. So what do you think? Leave a comment below. Now, as I mentioned, we do need to prepare because, as those who were canceled before will tell you, the winds can shift, and we may be facing cancel culture again at some point. So it's important to prepare. That's why I've put together a free cancel-proof starter kit for you. And in there, you'll be able to get a jump on making your ministry, organization, your brand, your digital presence as cancel-proof as you can. Go to becancelproof.com and grab the free kit. I'll see you over in the next video.